All right, welcome back to the podcast, guys. Once again, we have everybody in the studio today. Um, t-
Hello.
Today we're going to be talking about guilty pleasures, what are some of our own are, and then we're going to do a little browsing of the interweb and try to find some weird ones. Does someone else want to go first?
I mean, it's your show. I feel like.
It's your show.
Okay, I can go first. Guilty pleasure of mine. Um, God, I don't really know if this would count as a guilty pleasure, but whenever I am home alone, um,
You're just naked.
well, that yes, but just whatever I'm doing, I just sing and I basically narrate my own life, like singing.
You're just sitting
So
there
like,
making weird noises and shit.
basically, so like yeah, like the
Golden
other
sweeps
day.
the floor.
Yesterday, I went and got a pack of crackers and then was home. I was like, crackers, yeah. Or I don't remember the fucking context, but like I was
Butt
just
ass
like,
naked on the
yeah,
couch eating crackers.
yeah, getting crackers, yeah, crackers, yeah. And it happens definitely on like a bi-daily basis. And yeah,
Anything else you want to add about that?
I mean, I feel like I explained it pretty well.
Okay.
It's a
Is
great
that like the
time.
only one you think you have though? Because some like now that I'm thinking about it, I probably have like my whole life is just a guilty pleasure. You know, sleeping in, fucking
That's what
looking
I
at
meant.
some of these.
That's
Like,
what I meant. Like when I was like, let's talk about them. Is I just feel like a lot of stuff people don't even think about it being a guilty pleasure in a way.
Procrastinating on
Mhm.
all of my shit.
Yeah, like
yeah,
that's some of the more common ones are like sleeping in, or
binge
procrastination,
watching
binge
like
watching. Yeah.
TV shows. I fucking
Mhm.
will watch a whole series. Like, fuck, I think I watched a whole. We watched a whole season of American Horror Story in a day and a half,
Yep.
and that's like an hour each episode, 10
There's like
episodes,
I think it's a little more. I mean, like I
like
think they're
12,
I think
13.
they're like 13 episodes, something like that. Um, I
It's
guess I
just
can talk about some of mine. One that I have is, excuse me. A lot of the music I listen to. Um, that's why I always struggle to play music when other people are in the car because all of my playlists on Spotify are shit that I know no one else wants to listen to.
Oh,
And one of them, hey Brooke.
hey Brooke, welcome to the podcast. No.
Hey, no, bring her in real quick.
Hey, bring her. Hey, Brooke, come here.
Bring her in.
We're
what?
talking about guilty pleasures. Do you have any
Do you-
guilty pleasures that like you like, just as like an example?
The Barbie movies.
Ooh, okay.
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 All right,
The
all
Barbie
right.
movies.
Bye, Brooke.
Thanks for joining us on this fine evening.
Hey, our first guest.
Hey,
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Making progress.
shout out to Brooke. Okay, but
Shout out to Neil deGrasse Tyson and Joe Rogan. Maybe one of these days.
maybe. Okay. But like a lot of the music I listen to is one, I fuck with covers. Like
Mhm.
a lot of
Ooh.
like I listen to a lot of cover music, and honest to God, a lot of the stuff I listen to I like better than the originals.
Well, I feel like a
Because-
lot of the music I've listened that you've played is like remix of another music. I've never actually heard the real song. I've heard the remix though.
Yeah. One Boyce Avenue. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They're like mildly
Mhm.
popular on YouTube for like being like a cover band, and they have like some of their own music too. But I've listened to since like I was like 15. Boyce Avenue and Tyler Ward. He's another one. I listened to like a lot of their music, and at one point like that's like all I'd listen to. I didn't listen to them for a while, but like I've kind of like in the last like 6 or 7 months or so kind of listened to a lot more of their stuff.
Mhm.
Another one is like the Glee music. I don't necessarily like I like bits and pieces of the show, but I like fuck with a lot of the songs. So like
Mhm.
The
most
show
of
is
the time-
terrible.
Yeah, the show's
I have
terrible.
tried to get through the show, and I know this
No,
is
like
popular opinion,
the
but
first
show is just god awful. But
it's bad. It's bad.
every time a song gets on, I'm like,
Or like listening to the Greatest Showman album for 4 months straight.
Hey,
Oh, when did that
that's
movie
a
come
guilty
out?
pleasure. That's a
How long?
guilty
How
pleasure.
long did that movie go out? Because I am still listening.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's there's that's another one. Like musicals. Like I don't like fuck with like a lot of musicals, but there's specific ones that I can like. Grease. I love like the soundtrack off of it, and this is like
Mhm.
even more in depth. The Glee version of the Grease
Oh
songs
my God.
slaps. I swear it slaps. Okay, but yeah. So like, there's Greatest Showman, Grease. That might be about it for the musicals I listen to, but I don't know.
So
There's
like
just
these
specific ones.
guilty pleasures we brought up, like they're like, pleasurable, guilty, but like, we talk about some that actually have like negative effects. Like I'm thinking
Yeah.
like, I don't know, would you say like a nicotine addiction or like caffeine or even like a porn addiction?
Yeah,
That's
like stuff that you
I
know
feel like
you
that's
know's wrong.
come to light more than anything here
Mhm.
recently. You see people like, I think it was like Kanye or Drake, and then you had like Ben Roethlisberger talk
Mhm.
about his use of porn. And I don't know if you guys have heard of the no fap movement or whatever, like people pledging not to. It's just
It's
type
a
in
weird
no
name.
fap,
That's a weird name for it.
but like people pledging not
No, not
to.
November, but make it
Yeah,
permanent.
yeah, just no nut. But gotta stay away from the nut allergies. But
God damn it. No,
I don't know,
I
just
get
like
what you
what
mean.
that can mean for your mental health and
Mhm.
like, or like I know as we're all sitting here fucking chiefing our vapes, like we know that's wrong. It says, hey, this causes cancer right on the label, but we're like,
Yeah.
I ain't getting cancer until 10 years from now. We're all fucking got lung cancer
Yeah.
in the same
I
hospital
mean,
room.
like I've known for okay, so like I've vaped for like a while now. I guess
Mhm.
like more like before I got to college, it was something that like we do more like at night or on
Well,
the weekends
also,
and stuff.
we had a very weird thing of, so we were 18 and it was legal for us. And
Mhm.
then flashback a year later we're 19, 20. Now it's illegal again. And
Mhm.
I just turned 21 again, now we're finally able to like buy it again. But I don't know, it's been fucking weird.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. It was
The
one of those
fact that
deals
that
like
happened was just,
mhm.
and I feel like it was very just like,
I mean,
it
I'm
wasn't
not
a big thing. I don't know.
yeah, like I don't know. It's one of those
I was
deals
more
like when
shocked
it
that it didn't get
happened.
grandfathered in.
Yeah, that's what
That
I was just gonna say. That like I feel
Mhm.
like we should have been grandfathered in because I don't think it's fair. I don't know
I already had my
the way I
nicotine
look at
addiction.
it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the way I look at it is like well, we can say we have a nicotine addiction, which then let's say then at that point, not now, but
Yeah.
at that point, I feel like there's people who like I don't know. I guess like us going to college or doing whatever for a couple, like you went to college for a little bit, Devin. Like I just feel like we were
Mhm.
at that like I don't know, like still
Adult
like
point.
we weren't adults yet in a way, if that makes sense. Like we are still
But
going
then
through
they
the
shut
adult
us
thing.
down even further, like you
Well,
really are
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
adults.
like there's people that like right out of high school went and joined the workforce. Like there's people who are 20 that have
Yeah.
families by now and houses and shit. And
Mhm.
it's like what I don't know. The
Well,
way
it's
I
always
look
the
at
thing.
it,
How come I can't smoke a cigarette, but I can go and shoot people in the army?
yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing you're gonna say about everybody says about it all
Mhm.
the time. But I mean, it's true. Like,
Yeah. I yeah, no, I agree
say
with
this is
that.
unsafe and will kill me, but I'm literally gonna go over and shoot people and get shot at.
I just I don't know. And now like with the whole nicotine thing, like I'm definitely like not like hardcore addicted to it because I've definitely gone like like periods of time without it. But
Hmm.
I don't know. That's why like I'm gonna that's I've planned it for now, which is probably even worse than just saying it. But I've planned like for New Year's like giving it up. I just
You hit a point where you're like, yeah, I'm planning on this is gonna happen. I'm gonna
no
give this up.
I'm like straight up like, and if I don't like commit to it before like my girlfriend gets back, because I won't throw names out there because people get mad about
Mhm.
that. But when she gets back, like if I don't commit to it by then, like I'm gonna give her everything that I have. Like I want to quit. Like I really should.
Mhm.
And like whether I start it back up again, like I'm not against that. I just need to not like I don't know.
Religiously do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
Mhm.
if you had this conversation where you're talking about it. You were like, I know it's bad when I've gotten to the point where every time I leave the house, I'm like, oh, phone, wallet, mask, vape.
Yeah. It's like
Like,
it's one of the mine's phone,
priorities.
phone, wallet, keys, vape. Like they're my four things.
Yeah.
Like I always like smack my pockets, and I'm like my four things. And if I don't have one of those things, I like freak out. Like when I went and had my car fixed the other week,
Mhm.
like I was just like, oh shit, like I'm missing one of my four things that I need.
I'll do that jumping out of bed and leaving for work. I'll be like, oh fuck, I don't have my vape. Today's gonna be a long day. Even if I'm late, I'm turning my ass back around and grabbing that thing.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
And I guess it's like for me, like
I'm not gonna make it through.
Yeah, like I want to get rid of the addiction. And if it's something that I turn into doing like on the weekends, or if we're like sitting down for like if we're all like hopping on Apex or something, like doing it then, and not so much
Mhm.
doing it while I'm just like doing
Chilling.
homework or chilling,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
like I don't know, like I get off work and I immediately want to, vape.
Sit there
which
and
is
chief for 20 minutes.
yeah, and it's definitely evolved into something that I don't know. I'm not
It's
proud of it, but it's
definitely,
like,
I agree. It's definitely become like fuck, like this Simon Siegel, like god damn it, like I'm stressed the fuck out.
My
Like the other
life
day,
sucks.
like I wrote a paper, or I procrastinated on a paper, guilty pleasure. And I wrote like a 3-page single space paper, which doesn't sound like a lot, but like it was like 3,000 words. So like,
Mhm.
it was like a decent amount. And one day, and I rinsed this pod twice in one day. It's just like Jesus
God
Christ.
damn.
I'm like, God
maybe
damn
I'm not as bad as I thought I
Well,
was.
I might be. I literally have a pack of cigarettes sitting next to me. I got a disposable. I bought a new fucking coil for my other vape, and like I'm just It's like if I'm inside, I'm hitting a vape. If I'm outside or in the car or something, I'm fucking smoking a cigarette. It's just like it doesn't fucking stop. I breathe in more carbon monoxide and whatever the fuck's in here than I do air.
Yeah.
Shall
Like,
that be Dump Truck Productions New Year's resolution? Are we all about to quit nicotine?
Are we? Are we? All right.
well,
all
November's
of
around the
our,
corner. We gotta stop fapping.
all of our like what 20 fans. You guys can all hold us to it
Yeah,
if we decide to do it.
this is
I'm
no
doing
longer
it.
gonna be in the videos.
I'm kidding. I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about any of our others? Like, what did I just say? Like any other guilty pleasures that we have? Like, do you guys have any like movies or anything that like you guys like to watch that like?
Well, like maybe this will be for all three of us, like knowing when we got shit to do and should be doing something and we spend 5 hours playing video games. Like,
Yeah.
that's fun, and like you're doing something but not really doing nothing. Like, we sit there and grind Apex and we ranked up today, but does that mean anything?
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
it's just a bunch of
Absolutely.
Hey, I hope we get to the point where that does mean something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I get one that I have like for like movies, TV shows. I like to watch. It's gonna sound weird, but like,
I'll follow you up with a weird one too.
okay, well, it's not actually weird, but like, so I don't know what the fuck you're about to spit out. But religious movies, but not like, I don't know how to say it, not like Passion of the Christ, but like the movie that they made for the song I Can Only Imagine. It's not like, it's definitely like religious, but it's like, I don't know, it's a really sad movie, and I fuck with movies that make me cry, and not a lot of movies make me cry. Like, off the bat, like I can name like 3. The I Can Only Imagine movie, the I Still
You have
Believe
like 4 drinks over
other
there.
one.
Hold, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What do you
he's just
mean?
like,
I've seen you pour up like full 4 different bottles of shit.
I only got these 2, Coke and
Okay.
Fruit Punch. This one's left from last night. It doesn't count.
oh my, whatever. But the other one that I completely forgot. Oh wait. It's, have you guys ever watched the movie Collateral Beauty? It's a Will Smith movie.
No.
Isn't that like The
Yes.
Pursuit of Happiness or whatever?
It's kind of like it. It's a great
Isn't-
movie. Like, honestly,
isn't
God,
that a
like,
Will
you guys
Smith
should
movie
watch
too?
it. Yeah, it is. But
Okay.
it's one, like, not to like spoil anything, but like he's like a head of a PR company, and he like just goes through like a lot of shit, and it's like one of those, like, what's really cool about the movie, it's like one of those that like nothing makes sense until the last second.
Uh,
Like the final
Mm.
scene, like you're
Ties
just
it
like,
all
you're all of
together.
a sudden you're like, fuck. That's like one of the great things about the movie, other than the fact that it's like one of the saddest movies I think I've ever watched in my entire life. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess those are like three for me. Like I don't know. Sometimes like I just get in the mood for like a movie that makes me cry, and not a lot of movies make me cry. Oh, here's another one I just thought of. It is really cheesy, but
A Dog's
The Fault.
Purpose.
I never watched that, but The Fault in Our
That'll make
Stars.
me cry like
a
a fucking.
dog's purpose.
That'll make
Oh
me cry
my
like
God.
little bitch.
Really?
my
I've never
God.
watched it. Didn't they come out with a
It's-
second one to
It
that?
was like
I think so.
multiple times throughout the movie. I was
It's
fucking
so
crying.
sad.
I know like kind of like the basis of it. Like I've seen like
And like when
trailers
people
for it.
say fucking animals don't have feelings and shit, you can't tell me. And just having like pets my whole life, and like, I still come home back to my hometown for not being there for weeks or months or whatever. And I'll literally pull up and my cat recognizes my car and will run out into the middle of the street. And as soon as I get out of the car, like fucking slide up on me.
Daisy goes freaking nuts. I swear to God, like I don't know. No matter how
Daisy's a
much I'm
fucking
looking,
kook.
oh, I know,
And the
but
fact that like animals will recognize their name or something like that, or just little things you do to them, or that they'll do to you, like share
Fucking,
little moments and shit.
have y'all seen the TikToks of like the dogs that are fucking pressing the buttons and
I was just gonna bring
ask
that
them
up.
like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
people
Like, you
make
cannot
like
tell me that they
menus.
cannot
Yeah,
formulate
like
fucking thoughts and feel
people will
emotions.
make like
no.
menus of words, and like the dogs will like spell out sentences. Like I watched one where like the lady had one, and like the dog would be like, "Go outside." Like hit the two different buttons, and she'd be like,
Mhm.
"No, like not right now," and like just trying to get him to like play along. And he'd do it again, "Go outside," and then like
Mhm.
and on like the third time he did, "Go outside now," like just being like an asshole. But like
But
I
like
don't
we
know.
don't realize an animal's intelligence. Like we measure their intelligence on a level of our intelligence, but we're two complete different things.
Mhm.
Like
It's like, yeah, well,
you
like
can't
they don't
say a
have they
dog
don't
is
have an
smart on a
education system.
basis of
It's like,
talk. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't know. I guess that's the way to look at. I mean, obviously, like some dogs go to like training schools and stuff, but on the basis of it, like I don't know. That's not saying that if we threw them in public school that they'd be talking human beings, but like I don't know. It's not like we have like a structured education
Well,
system.
like what they've done with chimpanzees and apes and shit. Some of them know sign language, like
Mhm. Which that's
shit like
that's
that.
insane.
Mm.
Should we bring it back into what we were talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys have any others that you want to share?
Um, like
I mean, I
picking
watched
scars and shit.
Making
on
scars.
the topic
Well,
of
like or scabs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
on the topic of binge watching.
Oh yeah, you had a weird one.
I like watching like childhood TV shows, and I just fucking binge. Like the one that I was watching most recently was Sonic X. I don't know if any of y'all remember this.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, it's not a good show. It's fucking horrid to watch. But like
Last night.
just relive my childhood was just so nice.
Mhm.
I,
We
on
were
the
watching
contrary
Zack
to
and
that,
Cody.
yeah, I hate watching shows that I watched as a kid because watching them now pisses me
Mhm.
off, and I don't like to watch them because the
It
memories
ruined
I
it
have
for
of
you.
them ruins them. Yeah, Wizards of Waverly Place is the main one. I remember watching that show and just being like, "What the fuck?" And now I'm watching it, and it's just like that is so green screened.
Cringe. Yeah.
It's so cringy. But like in my head, I just remember watching that crap and just being like, "Damn, like that's insane," but like it's not. I
Like
don't know.
how they do that? How what?
How they do that? Oh, you mean they paused the camera and somebody brought a sandwich in? Like I don't know. I don't care to watch. Like obviously sometimes I do just for like the sentimental value of it, but at least my experience with some of the
Uh-oh.
ones, especially like Disney Plus coming out. What?
I don't know if y'all can still hear me, but I'm having some technical difficulties.
You're back now.
It was frozen, but we
Okay,
could
there
hear
we
you.
go.
Yeah, with your mouth
Okay.
wide open, but
I was just sitting here like, fuck. My internet connection is unstable.
Is that what it says?
Yep. We love.
Well, I'm
using
mentally
Wi-Fi.
unstable. You don't hear me bitching.
Okay, do we want to talk about some ones that we've found online, whatnot?
I just
I
saw
can-
this one.
I can start off if you want me to, because I have it pulled up.
Yeah.
I found one. It is an article on Thought Catalog about 27 of the most embarrassing guilty pleasures. One that caught my eye was a guy that says he likes to watch a lot of YouTube videos of tortoises having sex because he thinks their grunting is hilarious, and he has proceeded to um, do watercolor paintings of it for people that are watching on YouTube. Can you guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here is one of his pictures.
Is he like
So
getting off to this, or is he just think it's funny?
I think it's just I think he thinks it's funny.
It's the beautiful. It is beautiful nature, Devin.
Or is it all just a meme? You know, he's just like posting it. Like, you know, it
It
could
all-
be fake news. We don't know anymore.
It all started with that meme of the turtle going.
Jesus Christ. There's nothing else. I'm gonna stop sharing. There's nothing else that he is really said on that. It's just a brief description. So I guess the rest is like up for the wonder of the reader. But yeah, that's kind of I don't know. That was one that I found that was pretty weird.
All right. I found a site where people reported some of their guilty pleasures. I'm not going to share my screen, but I'm just going to read some of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I like to take pointy objects, stick them up my nose, and tickle the inside of my nose till I sneeze. I love sneezing. My weapon of choice is Oral-B glide picks.
Oh boy,
What?
people are fucking weird, and like,
I mean, I understand though, because
yeah,
I get pissed when I feel a sneeze coming and it's not, and it's just
it
not
doesn't
coming.
come out. Yeah,
So like, kind of understandable. This next one though, no, not at all. Taking a poop, not wiping, and then taking a shower. Please do
Just
not tell
wipe
me
your
y'all do
ass.
this.
Okay,
No.
I've definitely like planned on showering after. I've wiped.
Okay,
like,
yes.
But like maybe been like, I don't need to waste all this toilet paper and do 100% job. Like maybe do like an 80%, like a passing grade.
Get the big stuff
Okay.
out.
yeah,
you
get
know?
the big stuff out and then just hop in the shower. Like I don't know. I've never just like I don't know. Well, not to TMI, but you two know about my issues, so it's not really something that you can just pop off on. I don't know. That's I'll agree. That's pretty weird, but
It's just
Um,
nasty. If I walking in the fucking shower and there's just a fresh turd laying on the fucking shower floor, no.
This one that sounds a lot like Tommy. This could be you in the future.
What?
Peeing in the kitchen sink because I'm too lazy to go to the bathroom from the living room while playing Call of Duty. We could insert Apex and/or Rocket League. And drinking. Don't tell my wife. I am telling Miss Taylor.
Let's. I do not. The bathroom's closer than any other sink, so
Well, that's fair.
right? Okay.
Oh, so you're pissing in the bathroom sink?
Damn it, no. It is short enough that I could probably do it. But no, the only time that I've ever consistently done something similar to that is when we'd be in the chicken coop and I'd pee out the door. But
I remember when I was younger. God, this was funny. I had a thing. I was like 5 or 6, and you know my house. The bathroom is literally right across the hallway from my room. I decided, I'm just gonna piss in this corner behind the fucking dresser. So like 2 months pass, I'm me pissing in this corner, and my parents are like, why the fuck does his room smell so bad? It's like, oh, there's just a fucking corner of just like
Jesus
absorbed
Christ.
piss into the carpet and the wall and they had to toss out the dresser. It's like I'm a 5-year-old kid. Like, I was just like, what the
Oh,
fuck
okay,
in my
you're
mind?
5. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
okay,
also my
okay,
mind's
yeah.
like,
Oh, I thought you were.
why
like
am I just not
16.
taking? Why am I not just taking the 5 extra steps to go piss in the, the toilet? I don't know.
As a kid, me and my brother would both do this, but we always peed out the back door.
Hmm.
I can't really think of specific reasons why we do it. All I know is I remember there were multiple times where I chose to pee out the back door. Like before, like Hold Night, I know you don't remember, but you know that concrete pad out behind our garage?
Yeah.
That used to not be there, just used to be all be stone. So we just pee out the back door into the stone. Like it was just something we always did.
I feel
And
like that's just something that is common in Yeehaw country.
yeah, I was
Because
gonna say,
I
because we don't have
definitely,
neighbors.
yeah, like I definitely have done that too, because it was just more convenient to go to outside than to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Well, not think about how my house is set up. How is that more convenient, Holden?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
literally
You
walk
literally
past
walk
two
past the
Walk
bathrooms.
bathroom.
past the bath-
Yeah, not just one, two. But I remember talking, like my parents would tell us that sometimes, like we just had in our head that that was just normal, and so they said that me and my brother both, like at random times, we'd pee off the front porch too. So
Don't you live on a highway?
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yikes.
I something else randomly I just thought about, like kid guilty pleasures in a way. We have our barn. We have a hay mow in it, and our barn is not safe at all. Like it's way worse now than what it was when we were kids. But I remember it was a rule that we were not allowed in the hay mow, and I remember me and my brother we'd climb up there and literally do nothing, but we'd just climb up there and like mess around, and it was one of those
Because
deals
they
like
told you not to.
yeah, like and they like most times it was when they weren't home, but a lot of times it was when they were home.
And it
But
kind of like all guilty pleasures is like someone's telling you not to do this or you shouldn't do
Yeah.
it. And we're like,
well, whether
"This-
it's like
I'm gonna do it
parents,
now because you're telling me not to."
well, it could be like, I guess as a kid, it's more like parents or maybe grandparents in a way. But I feel like now,
Mhm.
like being more adult, it's in a way, it's like society says like it's something that like you shouldn't exactly do in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like back to like what I was talking about music. Like I just feel like a lot of my music, like there's definitely a crowd that would fuck with it, but there's a lot
Yeah.
of people that like I don't know.
The fuck?
Yeah, like I'm not going to work and putting on the fucking radio. I'm not putting on some Glee covers. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Um, another guilty pleasure that I just thought of. I am not a bad singer, but I cannot sing well. But when I'm in the car, all hell breaks loose. It doesn't matter if I can hit the note. I try with my full effort to hit the note, and it sounds terrible, and my voice is cracking. But shit's a concert.
Oh my god. I'm reading some of these guilty pleasures online, and literally like most of them are so terrible that I do not want to say them on here.
I this one's long, but it made me kind of laugh. Stealing people's shopping carts. Yes, I'm an asshole who says I don't need one, only a few things, and then the panic sets in that I cannot possibly carry all this stuff, and I'll see a cart lonely, screaming, "Use me!" It's a rush. The ones by the restrooms are easier. They always blame the employees. I'll throw my stuff in and slide off. Got caught a
Like,
few times as
well,
I randomly. Devin, let me finish. As I'm randomly throwing their shit back on the shelves. Don't need light bulbs or a Swifter. Sorry, Barbara. I have issues.
just go get a new cart.
It's not even. This whole time I thought it was empty.
Oh, no.
This guy's
Take it,
like
dude.
just what if it's a woman and they have okay, never mind. What idiot just leaves their purse in the cart? There's definitely people, but what idiot leaves their purse in the cart while they go to the bathroom?
I
Well,
like
by
how
the
it says-
restrooms,
that's what I was just gonna say. It said it's a rush.
They're by the
ones by the
front.
restrooms are easier. Those are in the front anyway. So this bitch just lazy.
Well, and, like,
Jesus.
that means usually like if I'll buy all my shit. And, hey, I gotta go shit or something real quick. And shopping cart's just sitting there. So is he stealing shit people already bought and just running out the store with it?
No, he's taking the cart, putting all of their shit back on the shelves because he doesn't need it, and then just
That's
using
more
that
work.
cart.
Like if you just go get your fucking cart from the front.
I don't know what else to say about that one.
I don't even know if that's a guilty pleasure. That dude's just fucking stupid. Like, I don't know.
I just found one that it's I don't want to talk about it on here, but it made me think about. Do you guys ever think about scenarios or things about like, and I'm
That
not
would never
saying like,
happen.
oh, if I had $1,000, like I could do this, this, and this, like as in like I don't know, like a car crash or what if you had a superpower or something like that? Do you guys ever
Or
think
hold
about
on,
that?
something that I have thought about a lot growing up is like, what if like some shit went down in school?
Like
Yeah.
like what do you mean? Like a school shooter coming in or
Yeah.
some shit?
Mhm.
I'd like, what is
I've
my
had that.
plan? Like I yes.
And I guess like trying to think about like kind of what Devin like relating it to like what you said like earlier about how like things that aren't necessarily good. I feel
Mhm.
like thinking about scenarios.
That's like an anxiety type thing, you know.
It definitely could be thought about anxiety, but in a way like is that good or bad? Because in the school shooter or whatever like
Well,
type
and
of thing, like
especially when
that's
we were
like
in
good.
school, it was like every month, and they're giving us. We had like 3 different, throughout our just 4 years of high school. I don't know about you, Holden, but for our school, it was like every month we were getting some new training program. They wanted us to, safety
Mhm.
measures if a shooter ever came in. Or
It was
I had
definitely
one
like once
teacher
a
who would,
month.
Mr.
They,
Klaus, he would literally take about every Friday and teach us new like techniques of like
how to
how
take
we're
down
gonna
people.
yeah,
Like,
barricade doors, how to like tie
Mm.
knots and fucking do shit, just survival instincts in
yeah.
situations. Which
I
I mean,
mean,
like hell yeah, like we should have a basis of like
mhm.
not even just for school shooting, but if you ever get stuck in a situation like I like a lot of people, they think they're in a plane crash or they're stranded out in the middle of nowhere. And chances are a lot of the everyday person is gonna be dead in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I
we
guess
just don't
something
have the
that
skills.
relating it back to the school like shooter or whatever incident type thing. One thing that out of because I don't know, like we definitely like once a year had like a big whole day training thing where they do like different
Mhm.
like
But
what
it
do you
was
want to
just
call them like
hammered in our
meetings.
head. It was
Yeah.
like every month it's like, oh, here was 20 dead in this school shooting.
Mhm.
Here's a moment of silence in the morning for the Pledge of Allegiance. It's like we knew about it. They drilled it into our head. It
Well, the
was an
one thing
anxiety
that
brought onto us.
the one
I
thing
don't
that I feel like they didn't talk about, I don't know, I just thought about this, but I feel like they should have more, is I feel like every time they talked about it was that we would be in the classroom and they never taught about strategies of how to get the hell out. Like, I guess
yeah.
my thoughts are like, why weren't we figuring out how to tie shit together to climb out the windows when you're on like the second
And
floor or
and
something?
why didn't we actually climb out the windows? Like we should
Oh
have had a
God,
day
no.
like
Hell no. I hated
but like
getting
what's
I
gonna happen
hated
when
I hated
when you
jumping
get
off
to
the
that
back of the bus.
situation? Yeah. But like, you're in that situation. Are we just chucking you out the fucking window? Cause fuck it. Like you have more of a chance of jumping out the second story window than you do the
Yeah, no, I definitely
getting
it's one of those
shot. But
deals that like I don't know, I probably wouldn't have been able to practice because I'm a pussy, but I feel like I definitely like they definitely should have just talked about it
that would
more.
that would be a good after school program. I mean,
Yeah.
that's I don't know. It's a sad that you have to think we're in the world of we got to train for when some guy's gonna come in and shoot us. But like, I mean, everything was the same. It was like, okay, we're gonna barricade the doors. We're not doing the lockdown anymore. We're not gonna hide under our desk, but we're gonna lock ourselves in here, even though the door is right here and we could run out. And we're gonna just throw shit at them. I mean, you
I mean,
say that
better
works,
plan than the lockdown though.
but can we see this in practice? Like, can we have someone simulate running in with a fucking BB gun, or I don't know, simulate it like laser tag or some shit? Actually, run a real scenario. I don't
No,
know.
I get you, yeah.
And it's like,
Um
what if I'm in the hallway? Or in the bathroom, or we're at lunch? Do I run? Uh,
they never talked about like specific it was just I feel like they always just assumed we were in classrooms. Which yeah, it's safe to assume that because 80% of the time we're in a
my thing
classroom,
was
but
what I was really scared with having, well, me and my one brother are a year apart, so we were both in the high school, and then the other
Mhm.
one was on the clear other side in the middle school. And my thought was, I'm always just gonna try to find them and get them out. But what the problem with a lockdown is just everyone's locked up, and they're over on the middle school. So I don't know. It's just fucking,
yeah.
I don't know.
Um, I guess just bringing it back to what I was talking about, like thinking up scenarios and shit. Like I don't know. For me, I don't know why, but as a kid, I always like when I was talking about like the superhero thing. I always just imagined like I'd have like a certain superpower or something, and like no one else would. Not like everybody had superpowers. Like only me. Like I had it.
Narcissistic. Fuck.
Right. 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 I don't know why I don't know. Another thought I had branching off of
If
this,
I had a bunch of
which is
money.
completely off topic, but we should do it as another podcast, but we should talk about dreams sometime because it
Ooh.
just made me think about a recurring dream I always had as a kid, like a lot. But
Do you
not
guys ever think about zombie apocalypse and shit?
oh
Or like what
yeah.
would happen if
Yeah. That's
this
crazy.
went down?
I didn't
How
even
am I
think
gonna
about
be a
that.
badass zombie survivor or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. I don't know, and it's like stupid to say. Like, not that zombie apocalypse are stupid because who knows, anything can happen. But it's dumb to like base it off of like The Walking Dead. But in a way,
Mhm.
I feel like I don't know. It makes you able to like plan a strategy if something like that would
The
happen.
zombie apocalypse happens, and The Walking Dead becomes
If zombies aren't gonna
a
actually happen at one
scholarly
point,
source that you are able to cite for the future.
like if zombie, like who thought of the idea of zombies? Like is
That's a
that a
crazy
thing
thought.
in nature at all? Isn't there parasites that'll like take over a host, kind of? But like, why
I
would it be so ingrained in our pop culture? I feel like if it's not a thing that could happen, you know,
I
I
don't
feel like zombie movies are such a big like.
I feel like we could probably find like that could probably be a whole ass podcast talking about like the origination of zombies and like how it evolved.
Or
Mhm.
like, oh, another idea. Like we go through like the top 10 like ways that the world might end.
Ooh, that could be good. That could, yeah.
Coronavirus, nukes, global warming.
um,
Bro, black holes, terrifying. Want nothing to fucking do with them. Mm-mm.
Or isn't like the sun? You ever heard of like solar flares and shit? If we ever had one
Mhm.
big enough, it could literally send us to like the Stone Ages again. It would just wipe out our whole fucking electrical grid. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
oh Jesus Christ! I just got onto Reddit and this is like a black hole. I'm pretty much an indoor nudist. So,
Yeah.
do you guys? That was not me. That was read off the internet for our non-YouTube viewers. Do you guys enjoy being naked?
Oh
Like I
yeah.
sleep naked every night, like that ass. But I don't just like chill around naked.
Yeah,
So
I do not like.
I have never had my own space. I grew up sharing a
Mhm.
room. So the
Same.
second and like the first 2 years of college, I had a roommate. Like we were in a dorm. So
Mhm.
the second I moved into this apartment and got my own space, like y'all are lucky that I'm fucking wearing pants right now. Like that's all I'm fucking saying.
Wait, you're wearing pants?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Oh god, here's one that's pretty I feel like common. Like I don't like definitely go out of my way to do it, but spreading glue all over your hands and peeling it off. I
I've
definitely
seen those videos, but I don't think I would like it.
I have you never done it?
No.
Okay, next time you're over, we gotta do it. I have wood glue, and that's the best glue to do it with.
Brooke also has wood glue, believe it or not.
Why does she have good wood glue?
Her desk fell apart, her drawer
Okay.
randomly just fell, and I'm just like, get some wood glue and just let it sit upside down for the night, and we'll see what happens.
Specifically, I have wood glue for this. It's a box I made in high school, and the knob fell off. So
Nice.
I had to put it holds all my guitar picks.
We also glued that picture frame together like 4 times.
Oh my god. Yeah, Holden's infamous Marvel poster.
Damn, try and do a good deed, and all people do is bitch.
Hey, here's one. When I'm in the car with other people, God, this song sucks. Change the station. When I'm in the car alone, all you ever did was wreck me. That's fucking hilarious.
That is really funny.
What the hell? Toad socks. Ridiculous looking, but ever so comfy. They make toad socks? I knew they make toad shoes. I didn't know they make toad socks.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I can't stand things between my toes. That's why I do not like to wear like sandals like with the thongs on them. Isn't that what they're called or whatever? I can't stand to wear flip-flops like that or sandals or anything. I don't like things between my toes. I don't like my feet being touched. well, I don't like feet in general. You guys know that, but I don't like my feet being touched. So I feel like having, I don't know. It's just I don't. I definitely probably could break myself of it, but it's definitely nothing that I plan on doing anytime soon. Um, have you guys found any other ones online that you guys want to talk about, or
Um,
I'm on
well,
a
I
site
was
right
just like
now that might have
thinking
some.
of one. It's like, oh, I'm hungry. I could go eat this actual meal, or I could eat this entire bag of chips by myself. Type deal. Like, yeah, there's like the right and wrong thing to do, but I'm gonna do the wrong thing.
I definitely eat a lot more fast food than what I should.
Yeah, me too.
When I definitely
I
have like a lot of food at the house.
And it's like, I'd say at least 4 days a week, if not more, I'm eating, and not just like every meal. There's some day, and 3 of those 4 days, it's like I'm eating fast food every meal. Sometimes it'll be like, oh, I ate a meal today, but I also got McDonald's at 11:30 because I was either just hungry and bored or stoned, or a mixture of both.
Not to change the subject, but I found one that I thought was pretty funny. This guy said every time I pass a mirror, glass, window, or any type of reflective surface, I always check myself out every single time.
Hmm.
One of the comments on here said, insert story. A while back, after getting home from grocery shopping, 2 cops knocked on my door, claiming people saw me looking for things to steal in cars. And then I had to explain that I had been to the gym earlier, and while I was walking home, I was checking myself out at all the reflections on the
Oh my
cars.
god.
uh, every once in a while, when Firefox is giving me shit, I use Internet Explorer. Hashtag 6 years ago. Do you guys? This is kind of interesting. Do you guys eat spoonfuls of peanut butter randomly?
I hate peanut butter.
Throw
I
some
can't. I
chocolate
can't.
chips on there. Absolutely.
I can't
Ooh,
even eat
that's
peanut butter
that is a
sandwich.
guilty pleasure. Oh my god, hold on.
What?
We just opened up a whole new fucking genre of guilty
Hey,
food.
I
hey,
hate
hey.
Real
Reese
fucking
cups,
food.
bro.
Hey, time out, time out, time out. Once we news for the audience. Soon we are going to be recording together in the basement, Holden. Like
Okay.
I'm working on figuring all the crap out for that. When we start doing that, I still want to do the podcast, but I want to do like some series of videos just for YouTube. Um, so if you're not listening on YouTube, be sure to check us out. But I want to do a series of videos about all the weird food we eat,
Ooh.
and to tie the audience in, so you're like, what
Bologna
the
and
hell?
cheese.
Bologna and grape jelly sandwiches.
Mm.
That's gonna be like the first one.
These two will swear to hell it's the best thing ever. Like it's okay, but just to sit there and like, I want a
Oh my
bologna and
god,
jelly
no.
sandwich. You got me fucked up.
No, I haven't been hungry. Like my appetite's been out the fucking window. But right now, my stomach either just grumbled because I haven't eaten anything all day, or because the bologna and grape jelly sandwich just
Hey,
fucking.
it's getting chilly out, and with chilly weather comes soup, and with soup,
Comes peanut butter
chili,
sandwiches.
and peanut butter sandwiches.
Which, Devin, I know you don't like peanut butter, but does that sound weird to you? Like, did your
Like,
family ever do that? Like just peanut butter sandwiches and dipping it in chili? Because me and Holden
we
had
would
talked about that, and
we
were
would
like,
do
we
like
just do
butter
that.
bread
Mm.
or like grilled
Mhm.
cheese. Like just put some butter on some bread and just fucking go ham. But
Peanut butter sandwiches was always a staple when
I knew
with
that
any
was a
type of
thing.
soup.
I knew that was a thing with like chili, but I just never fucking I couldn't do it. I couldn't take myself to do it.
Well, like us talking with like other people from different areas, like freshman year when we were talking about it, like a lot of people think that's really weird. And like me and Holden would be in like the dining halls, and they'd have soup, and then we'd be over there going and grabbing some bread from the lunch meat section and going over and grabbing some peanut butter. Everybody'd be like, "The fuck is this?"
It was worth it. It was a trek
Mhm.
around
Oh
the
yeah,
dining
oh
hall.
yeah,
It
oh
was
yeah.
well worth it.
Okay, so just I don't want to talk about it anymore because I don't want to spoil anything. But I want that to be like our first like in-person series, just
Mm,
about different types of food, and we can make them and eat them because that sounds really good.
that sounds fun.
Okay. I guess I don't know. You guys have
Um,
any other ones?
yeah,
that you
I got a big guilty food pleasure that the peanut
Okay.
butter actually sparked. I haven't done it in a long time, but literally just peanut butter, two ingredients: peanut butter, powdered sugar. Fucking mix that bitch up. Shit. Mm. You can't eat a lot because it's literally so sweet that it makes you feel like fucking ass. But oh my god.
Something to branch off of that made me think about, which it's definitely like, I mean, maybe other people do it like so often that it's not a guilty pleasure, but something that I've always like coined as like something special is leftover icing and graham cracker sandwiches.
Oh yes.
Like that's, I don't know, that's something that like growing up, like it
Ooh.
wasn't something that like you'd purposely make. It
That
was like,
Like my
like a
mom
dessert, like
Mhm.
after
bakes a
fucking
lot.
dinner.
That's like a childhood memory just
Mhm.
fucking unlocked.
Yeah,
Mom would bake cakes all the time, and she would get so pissed because we'd either steal all the chocolate chips or we'd steal a whole container icing. It would be me and dad and my two brothers, and we'd just be sitting there fucking eating spoonfuls of icing with graham crackers. We'd
Mm.
make we'd make each other little sandwiches and shit.
Jesus.
Good times.
Um, I was trying to think about some other stuff that just like I that kind of sparked like some childhood memories of stuff that was like specific to growing up, but I don't know. Going to Devin's house and hoping that his mom sent me home with cookies. That was a guilty pleasure.
Me coming over and
With
hoping my mom
cookies.
said
How the hell did I come up with two friends that just their parents cook or not cook, bake specifically? Like I feel like Holden when we were at home, like that was something like every time you came over, your mom said something.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. I never brought anything. That wasn't my style, I guess.
I mean, you didn't really need to ever bring anything. We would always go to your house.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the random memory, but it kind of fits in with guilty pleasures. Do you guys remember over winter break when my parents sent over when I was living in my brother's basement all the leftover Christmas cookies? And
Oh
we
my
and like
god.
in the matter of like 3 days we ate like 8 dozen cookies.
It was so bad.
That's all we ate.
It was over New Year's, right?
Yeah, it was over New
And
Year's.
we were so fucked up for like
Mhm.
days at a time. So we couldn't leave the house because we weren't sober.
Yeah.
So all we had to eat was these fucking cookies for sustenance. And oh my god, it was so bad. I couldn't even look at a cookie like for like a
Hey.
month after that experience.
I will say at least we like had him set up like on the other side of the basement, so like we had to walk to him.
Yeah,
Like
okay, nice.
at least we had that. Yeah.
Oh God.
God damn.
I'm looking for some others because I feel like there's definitely some good ones. A lot of these are like music, like specific music. Lana Del Rey, Hootie and the Blowfish. Um, Mike, I love Michael Bolton. It's just so period, goddamn period, smooth period. Do you guys like fuck with any like I don't know what type of I don't know what I guess you'd call them, but like definitely like chick TV shows like Gossip Girl or Gilmore Girls or anything like that.
I have
Mhm.
never watched really.
Yeah.
I have not altogether, but I've definitely watched bits and pieces of Gossip Girl. It's honestly not the worst thing in the world. And I've definitely like started it like 3 different times, not by myself. It was definitely because someone else wanted to watch it, but I don't think I could sit down and watch the whole show, like all the seasons. But it's definitely something that like I wish I could do because I want to know the answers to some of the stuff.
Okay, I have a question for y'all.
Yes.
While searching the web, I have seen too many that I am comfortable with that are about picking your fucking nose.
I saw one and I didn't want to bring it up. One of the guys said two things. Two. He said picking your nose and getting it out in one go.
Jesus.
And I'm like, okay, do you guys ever get one where you're like, I can't blow this out?
Or you ever take a big shit and you wipe and nothing's there? Like that. That's
I
that's
don't have that.
pleasurable.
I don't have that.
Like
But,
a ghost wipe, I think is what they call it, or a
A
ghost.
ghost poop.
Yeah. Like, come on, that's like satisfying.
I'm not even gonna go off of that about mine because that's not appropriate.
It's like a
for-
Jason
for the
Pollock
internet.
fucking splatter.
um, um, but the other thing he said was that when you think it's just gonna be an easy go and you pull it out and it's just like stringing out of your nose. I'm like, who the,
TMI,
Oh
TMI.
God,
I'm like,
no.
who the hell would be like, hell yeah, I fuck with that.
Hey,
then I just-
I feel like this is a pretty controversial guilty pleasure. Peeing in the shower. Do y'all do it or
Yes.
not?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I mean, I try to aim it down
Yeah,
the
I was
drain.
gonna say I'm not just going fucking crazy, hose.
I'm not, like,
sides of
spraying up the walls
but
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, like damn, can I hit the shower head? But like, I definitely like there's definitely something I forget what it is, but it's like when your
Can we
body-
talk about our shower for a second?
Let me finish real quick and then we can. There's something with when
Danielle.
your body hits like a different temperature. Like, do you ever go outside when it's really cold and immediately have to pee? And then there's
No.
some. Oh, that happens to me a lot. But then like when you step in the shower and the warm water hits you, like that's.
I think
another
it's
one
something
that's,
about
like,
the water, like just rushing water, and I'm like, I'm gonna piss. Or
I guess I would agree with that. Most like a lot of times I feel like because I always turn the shower on before like I get undressed and stuff. Well, especially at home because it always took like 10 minutes for the water to heat up. But here not so much of an issue. But I definitely like have like I don't know. I feel like whenever I shower, I pee, whether it be before I actually get in the shower or like when I
Mhm.
get in the shower. But
Well, you've trained yourself over so many years of pissing in the shower that it's
Yeah.
like it's what's that?
I don't know. Most
effect?
times I feel
Schrodinger
like
cat. No, listen. The dude
You
who
say
rang the bell.
shredding
the
your
tuning
cat?
fork. The tuning fork.
Not
with-
like
with
the
the
dude
dog?
who. Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Schrodinger's cat. Just ignore what I
Something
said
like
about
yeah.
that. But that's not the
Um,
thing.
Okay.
That's where he put the cat in the box, and like if it's there, well, it's something about existence that I can't. Fuck, I'm not going into that right now. Are you drinking a twisted tea?
No. Mountain Dew.
Oh, okay. But
Mountain Dew. Drink it.
Jesus. Do the do, bitch.
Hashtag sponsor us.
Yeah.
Chipotle. I work for you. Just hashtag please.
Devin,
Hide.
your turn.
Cancer.
Disposable vapes. Catch it at your local gas station or campus party mart.
Hey.
Panera bread chips. They're okay.
What else? I literally have nothing else around me that's like, yeah, we're good.
Carmex.
Germex. Fuck Corona.
I swear to God. Okay.
Don't drink it.
Do drink it.
Do spell
Do.
D-E-W.
But
God damn
but
it.
our shower.
This has to end. It's just gonna keep
Yeah.
fucking going.
So okay, our lights. We sit in the well. Also, the ceilings are like I'm like 5'2", and I almost touch the ceilings. I'm so short. So the shower heads are like my chest, and you'll just be sitting in the shower. I feel like I already discussed this, but you'll just be taking for 5 minutes. One light will go where there's two lights, and one will shut off, and then it'll turn back on, and then the other one will shut off, turn back on, and then they'll both just go out. You'll be sitting there having a shower, and now you're just sitting there in the pitch fucking black.
See, my issue is I most of the times go number 2 before I shower. And it's one of those deals where if I'm there long enough and then both the lights go off, it's like, well, I made a rough decision here. I watched one too many TikToks, and now my choice has led to showering in the dark. It's so bad. Like during the day,
And we have no
they
windows.
Well, there's like that little tiny window, but like if you're not showering when it's light out, good luck.
Mhm.
And the only light we have in there is a little lighthouse light, which doesn't give off any light. It just like illuminates itself.
I mean, it's a small enough bathrooms. Get like a. Where are you gonna plug it in though? I was just gonna say get like the LED strips and just make it white.
Oh, yeah, the light socket in the shower. Like I feel like okay, this is
Yeah,
very off topic.
There's just
but,
like the light above my head. There's just an open socket like that right above the shower.
and it does not work.
It probably shorts it out, and that's why the lights flicker on
Honest
off.
to God,
I just
but
don't give a fuck anymore.
it's. I feel like like a lot of people probably have lights above their showers, like I do at home, but the ceilings are normal height. So
Yeah.
like here, I'm like, if I like get on my tippy toes, my head could go in the light socket. It's like, what the hell? Okay, do we want to tie this up? Do you guys have anything else you want to share?
I just want to kind of address. Sorry for the weird uploading schedule. I feel like we were all busy this week, so this episode is gonna be late as fuck. Like we're recording this on a Tuesday, and it might drop tomorrow, maybe or later tonight.
The plan is I'm gonna try to edit it tomorrow morning and get it up.
Also, this is kind of the first episode that we filmed that wasn't about something kind of controversial. So let us know what y'all think of it. We're just kind of
like
got on to shoot the shit.
If you like this better or want us to tie more into our political bullshit.
I guess throwing back to the schedule, it's kind of hard for us to record like on a set schedule because we all have kind of like messy schedules with working and school and whatnot. But we're trying to get something out every week. I think we're good. I think last episode was uploaded like last Monday, so we're not far off. But we're just gonna try to record something, try to get something out every week. Probably not on a planned schedule. Maybe we'll get something worked out. Probably not. But I don't know. You guys have anything else you want to throw in at the end?
Nope.
Stay safe. Don't get corona.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Social
Vote.
distance. Vote.
Vote.
Yes.
Vote.
Please
Yes.
vote. I don't care who you're voting for. Vote.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Deuces.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the podcast today. If you yourself have a guilty pleasure, please be sure to drop that in the comments if you feel like sharing. As always, if you haven't checked out our other videos, please check those out. And if you have yet to subscribe, please subscribe. See you guys next week.